So when I got the invitation, I wasn't really, over the past 12 months, I haven't really been training to compete. Like I'd still been training, but more just for the sort of physical and mental benefits of training, which I'm always going to do. But there's a difference between training for the health and enjoyment of it compared to training to compete. And I think over the last 12 months, I've definitely had a shift in priorities and goals, and that's a lot around like focusing a lot more of my time and energy into my family. Got married a few weeks ago. We've got our little boy Dallas. We've got another little boy on the way. We've got our little farm here. It's like that's where all my priorities and passion now lies. But then, getting this invitation, it was sort of a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I thought I might not ever get this opportunity to be on a floor like this again. So we might as well take it with both hands and put some work in and see what we can do.
That?
I said the weekend's a win because I've beaten somebody in a workout.
How the rope climbs?
They were what they were.
What blew up most on that one?
I think it was just an overall capacity thing. Like the kettlebell lunges for me, that just takes that little bit more effort every lunge, where it's harder to get the heart rate down after that. So I think it's just leading into that and more rope climbs, and then it's just trying to manage a heart rate when that lunging does get it so high.
Overall, you happy with your performance? I mean, going out there with 2.5 days prep.
Like I said, ideally I would have liked more time to get in better shape, but it is what it is. We can just go out there and do what we can.
He's climbing the ladder if anyone keeps pulling out.
So, 38 now, my man. Another one done.
Yeah, I might be out there. I'm had enough, I'm tired.
Said at this rate, if I hang on to the end of the week, I might be in the top 30. You never know.
You having fun?
Yeah, it's been good.
What's it like seeing him out there with the boys?
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see you do the squat clean event, but the missus said it was impressive to watch.
He's always impressive.
Doing the squats and that with a sandbag. She said it was cool.
He's getting lower than you at some points.
Yeah, I bet.
Not by choice, that bag was putting me there.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
If ever there's an event, this is the one.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it. Heck yeah.
It's coming for us. I'm ready for it.
On Rogan.
Not personally, just
Man's a machine. Bro, he's incredible, man. And like honestly, what he showed is like a guy who's trained for the last 6 weeks. You know what I mean? He was retired, he was happy, training 3 times a week, not doing any like high skill, heavy, like just training for general well-being. And he turns it on for 6 weeks and he comes out here and like honestly, you know, he didn't look out of place, man. There was moments in every single workout where it was like, holy shit. You know, and then you can see like at the back end at this level, like you need to be able to push in the finishing parts of the workout, and he just didn't necessarily have that in the tank. But you know, like he's done himself like massive, you know, justice, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Or yeah, I think that he can hold his head high, and the inspiration he is like on a world stage is crazy, bro. He doesn't see it because he's so hard on himself, but you know what he done out there this weekend was cool, man.
Yeah, I wish I had have stayed in sort of my physical peak, like that I was at sort of 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and then sort of stepping away from competition for the last 2 years. I'm a mile from where I know I'm capable of sitting, which is the frustrating part, because I know deep down that wasn't my best showing of what I'm fully capable of doing.
Well, maybe you might get a ticket to come back. Then we might have a year to prepare for it better.
Yeah. See what happens.
like I said, man, we're happy to see you, and all that matters to me.
Thanks, bro.
Even if you didn't have too much fun out there, it was heavy shit and everything else in between.
No, still. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. No, I still enjoyed every minute of it. Like, it was an awesome opportunity and awesome experience. But yeah, I know myself that I'm not at my best, and I don't feel like I haven't showcased myself to the best of my ability, not being in the best shape I can be. Yeah. But here's what it is. It's done now. Proud of it?
Very proud. Very, very, very proud. And yeah, I know you don't think that you did good, but very impressive.
What did it mean to you, Kurtz, to see him out there?
Well, I didn't get to share the games experience last year with him, so being able to see him in person, it's been, yeah, very good. So I don't know, like you said, you weren't at your best, but everyone is still very impressed, and just what you've done for the adaptive community. And, yeah, everyone always says that there's people out there with 2 legs who wouldn't be out there do half of what you do. So it has been a great weekend. Lots of emotions, lots of pregnancy hormones by the look of it.
That's my excuse.
Yeah, just I know you want to retire and you want to just be a dad, and but now I know you just want to come back next year and actually train for this bit better. So maybe.
I think the biggest thing I want to achieve out of it is, like I said, I want to enjoy it for what it is, but I also want to have my son and my wife and that there, seeing me out there putting myself out there, challenging myself, and sort of not, like, it's easy to sit back and talk about resilience and mindset and stuff like that, but it's another thing to actually go out there and put it on display. So I think that's the biggest thing I want to get out of the weekend. Probably my biggest driving factor and the biggest part of my decision in accepting the invitation was I want to have my son be able to say, look, my dad's out there doing things against sort of elite level athletes, and especially my wife as well, who's been there since day one of me starting CrossFit and getting into it, to see how far we've come and to be out on a competition floor like Torian. It's really like the sort of icing on the cake after the last sort of 4 years of work we've been putting in.